Stingray has grown in power, is ready to develop a combat skill, but most importantly, we have now an elephant that we're gonna be able to rename, and we're gonna call it Rod. Hey everybody, welcome to this new video where serie is playing Rimworld on the Crashers versus the Shattered Empire. Well, okay, so we had some interesting things that happened in previous episode. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to look at it. But globally, Bida died. She had been assassinated. And we had a new guy coming, but we sent him on a quest. So we're gonna have to make some adjustments, which I already kind of did, trying to make Casson being more the invention person, you know, the researcher. But today, what we're gonna have to do is focus on those rooms because it's pretty obvious that the pawns are having difficulties to maintain a good mental stability, and a lot of it is because they are cramped together in a heated room in terrible conditions. So we're going to try to work on a way to make their stay more acceptable. Now that we have the walls there done in some degree, we're going to be able to do it, and we also need to finish this. So we're going to quickly finish that. Butcher Bakara, and maybe, you know, we're going to, you know, bury that person in... I would like eventually adding more traps, right? More traps, but we're gonna need to adjust this, right? We're gonna need to make this construction more viable. So what I gotta do in the first thing is I'm gonna cancel all this because we don't have the material to do it in granite anymore, but we're gonna be able to do it in sandstone. So we're gonna have to do that. So we're gonna cancel all this. We're gonna take planning, more planning. We're gonna make it visual again. Here you go. I really love this mod. Like, I really recommend more planning. It's a very good mod if you are interested in and being able to have better options or more options in order to plan. Now, this is interesting. I don't have the option to do the structure. So what I'm gonna do is request. I'm gonna have to request to put a beer there to make sandstone blocks and do it forever until you have the resources. We're also going to extend the storage room there, or the storage area. And this needs to be for things that cannot, you know, corpses. I don't want corpses there. Chunks yet, yes. A building, yes. Apparels, no. Weapon, no. Items, no. Raw resources, yeah, if it's not something that would degrade outside, yeah. And manufacturing, no. Alright, so this is clearly and only for you know, raw resources that don't have any issues from being outside, like steel, for example. Alright, and this is gonna have to be set as priority or important, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's speed up the time. Oh, that's interesting, guys. I received another quest. Royal Ascent. So first, it's the Broken Imperium. Okay, so those are other guys. Yeah, passage to another world. Okay, so globally, if we have someone that is a count or a countess, and we can protect the Stella Agnes. It must be an important person in the Imperium. For a certain amount of time, we'll be able to have the right of a passage of well. So that will end the game, right? So thank you very much, but I'm not necessarily interested in that quest. We also have another quest that is called Frightening Edifice, but we don't have limestone in this map, so we're gonna pass on this one. Just also to give an update, we are supposed to receive or to get back our colonists we just had, right? I don't, Alexio, that's right, Alexio, in 8 days, right? Ship to the star, yeah, okay. The deserter, okay. And this is also another quest that we have running with Alexio, where we could potentially attack an outpost. So as you can see, we are here and the outpost is there. So it's not far away. It's a day and a half, I think, or yeah, one day. So we can go there and back in 2 days or 3 days, let's say, which would be, I think, okay. But we don't know necessarily what to expect in that quest, right? They say, so those are the people that attacked us. But what they are saying, it knows an outpost containing everything needed to develop a psychic power. So there's going to be 2 neural formers, psychic link neural formers. So I would like to develop the psychic neural former for Stingray and Kazan. That would be very good. So we have still some time to do this quest. It's going to be 53 days, so it's not our top priority right now. And also we have some ship chunks that is landing close to the anima tree, so it's not considered apparently as artificial building, so it's not, doesn't seem to prevent the meditation. But I would like to get rid of those ship chunks just to you know, just to have the tree not being threatened by this horrible piece of garbage, right? Okay, so let's speed up. I also thought about something about that, so I'm going to share that with you. So I'm going to take up the planning. Is a little bit some reconsiderations around cooking and research, because if we look, for example, at Cassin, she has a minor passion from cooking in social and artistic, but she doesn't have a passion for intellect, whereas Hawk has a minor passion for intellect, but it doesn't have a passion for cooking. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's gonna be good for their mood to do something that they are passionate about, even if it's a minor passion. So what I think I would do is to redirect some things there. So I would like Hawk, right, to be to not take care of the animals. I want to leave that to Stingray. Even if Hawk is pretty good with animals, I would like Stingray to do it, because what I would like Hawk to do is to focus on research. It's going to be more the teacher, the researcher, and also on growing. Number 2. All right. And I would like Cassin to be cooking. And I would like her, so she's not very good at handling animals, right? But she's pretty similar to Stingray, but Stingray is supposed to be a scout and is using animals, so it makes more sense for him to do that. And I would like her to focus more on, not growing, helping on constructions and helping on cutting as well, right? And cleaning. So that's going to be more area of focus. And our doctor is going to be Alexio. He's a fantastic medic, way better than Hawk. Actually, Hawk is not bad. He's not a bad medic. Enfin, he's not an excellent one, but Alexio is as a 16 in that skill with double passion. So obviously when he will come back, he will be the doctor. But until then, we're just gonna make sure that he will tend to people, right, if necessary. All right, so we're gonna do those changes and make sure that they take effect. Okay, so he's grow. Cool. All right, so he is recuperating the medics, the herbal kits, which is perfect. So we're gonna have some additional herbal kits, and now he's researching, and Cassin is cooking. Perfect. Okay. Now, I just want to check something about his priority in terms of growing is number 2. Okay, so right now I would like us to advance researching because we need electricity. Stingray is constructing a roof. Okay, I don't necessarily want this area to be roofed, to be honest, so we're gonna make sure that this area is unroofed. There's no point for us to roof it, actually. Okay, so he's gonna eat, but what I would like him to do actually is to finish those granite walls. That's what I would like him to do. I would like also to repair this wall there. Unfortunately, I can only put wood walls, which sucks a little bit because they can easily deconstruct it. But yeah, the good thing with this location, which is pretty funny, is that it slows people down because it's in a swamp, it's in water, there are trees around, and etc. So it really slows people down to be in this kill box, right? But on the other hand, yeah, no, okay, he's building it. Okay, he's grabbing the resources. But on the other hand, I cannot make it out of solid construction, so that's something that I'm gonna need to look into. And also, we are a little bit restrained in where we can put the traps because we cannot put it on water, obviously. All right. Now, what I would like him to do, I would like to suspend the granite and the marble, and I want him to focus on the sandstone. And they're gonna rest, so he's gonna take some rest. We also need to reinforce this this door there, so we're gonna do that. Don't have I need to have some sandstone to request it to be built in sandstone. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna speed up a little bit the time. All right, so there is also another thing that we're gonna do. We're gonna try to tame an elephant because they're pretty strong, powerful, and they can take a fair amount of damage, and it would be a very good companion to have for Stingray since he has a very good bond with a powerful augmented bond. It will be able to increase their speed and their dodge rate and etc. So it will make this elephant very quick, pretty dodgy, pretty powerful, which would be a very good addition when we get attacked or for hauling and things like that. So we I also was considering in the previous episode to potentially make a bond with because there's another Black Panther that is around to compensate with the death of Bakara, but because Panther only eats meat, it's a little bit difficult to train them. So I don't necessarily want to have too many animals depending on meat, because we need meat to make fine meals, and fine meals are pretty important to keep the colonists happy. So we're just gonna take an elephant. Even if they eat more, they will eat vegetables, and there's a lot of rice for them to eat. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna make sure that we are taking one that doesn't have any health issues or whatever, right? 22, 23. She's a female, male, female. Okay, so we are going to try to bond with this animal. Yep. So let's try to bond. Come on. Yep. So now let's go and let's speed it, slow down time. Boom. That's it. Stingray has grown in power, is ready to develop a combat skill, but most importantly, we have now an elephant that we're gonna be able to rename, and we're gonna call it Rod. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to mount a Rod. Boom. And now Stingray is gonna be able to go back to base, which is gonna be able to do the next step of what is required, right? So boom. So it can move pretty quick. Like this is not even augmented speed, and it's because the elephant can move 50% faster because of the bond, right? Oh, what is this? Butchering. Okay, so she's gonna butcher that. That's perfectly fine. We're also gonna need to put that in the grave. The body in the grave. Okay. And combo, I think, is holding, right, my dude? You're holding. Now, why? Yeah, I think if they are going from this door just to not go from the kill box, which is, understandable. Yeah, look at that. It's so muddy, watery. It's like, it's that's why it's a good kill box in my opinion. It's just unfortunate that we cannot construct in granite or things like that. But maybe we can do it in sandstone. We can experiment. Maybe it's lighter, but I'm not sure. Okay. So then we're gonna dismount. So you're gonna eat something. It's gonna begin to make the materials that we need. And yeah, we have Hawk that is just researching. Now, if I look at the needs, minor passion at work, so 8. So you see that because he's doing something with his minor passion, it's helping him having a good mood. So taking a simple meal, that's fine. And now what do you want to do? Removing roof. No, that's not your priority. You're gonna do that. Perfect. You see, and the elephant can come inside, eat the grass, eat the rice. That's perfectly fine. I don't think that would be any problems. All right. Cool. We have also a bunch of eggs that we can do fine meal with. So now that there is less pressure on meat, okay, so it's 2 days before it's boiled. Now, is there a possibility to keep this meat in a more cool area? Like, so fresh. So there is corpses, but also food. Cable chocolate. Yeah, fresh meat. Okay. And here we are gonna not allow meat. Okay. There you go. So normally they're supposed to put the meat in the more cool room, right? I'm not sure if it's gonna make too much of a difference, but I think it's still gonna help. Okay, so what is the... yeah, there is a psychic soup that is helping. Very low expectation, catharsis, quite comfortable, recreation satisfied. My rival Bila died. Oh, so this is interesting. He is happy that Bila died because they were rivals. I remember they had multiple insulting sprees between each other. So yeah, not everybody is sad that Bila is dead. Okay, it's weird, but fair enough. So what we are doing there is to have enough materials so we can construct this. And then actually we are going to do that right now. Structure. And we're going to construct in this. Perfect. Can cancel this. Okay, so we are canceling this, and we also gonna put that there, and then we're gonna do the same thing in sandstone for the doors. Okay, and we are gonna put that here. Now, his Stingray, yep, is in his sleeping schedule, so we're gonna make sure that he's gonna go having some rest. We're gonna take off the planning mode. Okay, so yeah, I want to make sure that Combo is gonna have some rest. I don't want him to move too many things, but I think we're gonna have a fair amount of sandstone. Yeah, 80. It's not a lot, but we can begin to do some stuff with that. Okay, and now we're gonna request him to have some rest. And Rod is, I feel that Rod is gonna be a great bath. There's an elephant coming, like it's picking up the food and everything with the elephant in the room, literally, like they're all being disturbed. So we need to fix this issue. We really need to fix this issue because it is really gonna hurt their morale. Okay, so he's moving the meat in there. That's great. And now, yeah, he took the meat and he's gonna go rest. So we're gonna speed up the time a little bit. Okay, so apparently we have a caravan coming from our friend Seswatiwa. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can trade something with them. We don't have a lot of silver though. Yeah, we don't care about this edifice quest. Okay, so he's meditating, but my mom, yeah, he still have the debuff because of his mom. But the good thing is, like, apparently they don't seem to be impacted anymore by the mechanites disease. So that's a very good news. So that means that they don't need to sleep as much, they're not as slowed, etc, etc. So that's gonna be that's a good news for us. And I really like this image where you see Hawk and Kazan both meditating with elephants close to the anima tree. We lost some simple meals apparently, so we're gonna need to be careful. That's why we need electricity so we can have a decent fridge. We still need to finish the research on that. Okay, so where is the caravan? Yeah, it's coming in our direction, making me think that I'm gonna need to make another door there out of something a little bit better than wood. Wood is not good enough for a door. Yep. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so what's happening? Panther. Okay, so there is a panther attacking them. I mean, that's nothing to do with us. But yeah, I mean, panthers are very wild, so you know it's kind of that's kind of the problem. But they're very cool. I really love panthers. That's why I wanted to have them as animals for the colony. But you know, all the animals that require meat, it's going to be complicated to keep them around if you don't have a lot of source of meat available. Alright, so let's talk with the caravan trader and see what they have to offer. Hopefully we're going to have a good price. Okay. So... okay. Alright, so the good thing is, like, apparently they are willing to buy stuff from us. So that's a good news. That is a good news. How is that? Price you pay to buy this. Market value, okay. Okay, so they have some magicite and refine, but it's very expensive. Not gonna pay that price. I would like to have some cloth actually. If we can have some cloth, we can make some clothes. Yeah, so we're gonna have to sell some stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily want to have some go juice. I mean, it will definitely, yeah, it has a chance. Yeah, I don't like using drag, so we're gonna sell the go juice. It's gonna give us some amount of, at least some silver. There's a panther fur that we could potentially use to do some clothing, but I would really like to have some cloth, and there is also some pemmican. How much can we buy? The reason why I'm thinking about pemmican is because it takes a long time to rot. Because it takes a long time, we can use that to travel. That's what I'm seeing there. We also have a bunch of rice. Can we sell 500 rice? Is that a possibility? Okay. Yep. Okay, can we sell 700 rice? Okay. Can we sell 800 rice? Jeez. Don't know why I've... No. Not all our rice. No. Just 800. Okay, so it will be positive. We'll be able to exchange most of our rice for pemmican. And I would like to see... Okay, so we will buy some pemmican and we sell some go juice. We didn't buy some cloth. Gonna need to have a fair amount of cloth. Okay, what else can we sell? Okay, so it's some rhinoceros fur. Interesting. Yeah. We could sell some animal skins. Right, so there is some light leather, which is a little bit, which is not good. Leather leather. Yeah, we're gonna sell those levers, and we're gonna buy some cloth from it, right? So we're gonna do that. I mean, after we'll be able to make some cloth, but it would be nice to have that, and we're gonna do this transaction. So it's gonna be a lot of rice, but it's gonna be taken away. So we're gonna need to go back to sewing and all that stuff. Oh, yeah, okay, so he's burying someone. Great. Yeah, the meat is rotting in the storage. That's the problem. Okay, so let's suspend a little bit the simple meal, and let's try to cook some refined meals. Let's try to do 20 refined meals, or fine meals, not refined. Okay, so she's taking an egg. Okay, so that's what she's going to be working on. Great. Then she can butcher the animal. So we're not going to do it straight away, just because, well, we don't want to have the meat, you know. We don't have a fridge yet, so we're going to need to be careful about that. Okay, so she's going to cook some fine meals. Combo is burying someone. Yep. So we have pemmican. Perfect. And we don't want the pemmican to be eaten, right? We want the pemmican to be actually used in a caravan, because we're gonna do this mission. Whoa, dude. Okay. You hold that pemmican, okay? You don't eat the pemmican. You hold it. All right. Okay. If you want, you can consume a fine meal that's gonna give you a good mood. That's perfectly fine. Okay. We need to use that meat. And technically, I would like to have Stingray. Where is he cannot train him. He doesn't have enough skills. Shanks. He doesn't have enough skill. Needs 8, and he's nowhere near that in animal handling. He only have 565, so he's not the man. Like Hawk is getting so central. Yeah, combo would not be a good intellectual. Never a Stingray was. So it's Kazan or Hawk. But I think when Alexio would be there, it's gonna be handy. It doesn't have to be always like that, right? So, yeah, and it's gonna have a good buff from the meal. Great, great, great. And now it's gonna hold the pemmican. Perfect. Okay. So maybe we can do the training of the Panther when Alexio will be there. Okay, so maybe free this up. And I would like him to prioritize the rooms now. Right? So just work on all this. Right? For some reason it seems to be super slow. Why is he slow? Oh, he has food poisoning. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I just noticed when he was walking super slow. I say, what's his problem? Yeah, food poisoning. Okay. By the way, does he have a bow or something? No, he doesn't. So, oh, the elephant! You see how fast he can haul? And he's eating grass, right? That's amazing. I love it, guys. Look at that. He's eating grass, so he's cleaning the area for us, and he's hauling for us. Right? It's amazing. We also have a bunch of pemmican. Why did you put the pemmican there, by the way? Anyway, it's fine. Yep. And Kazan is doing something that she likes. Hawk is doing something that he likes. So his mood meter is not decreasing as much. Right? Alright. What is Stinger doing? He's still deconstructing his roof. Okay. Is this deconstructing the roof? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, ignore the roofing. We don't care. It's fine. Don't Stingray. Yeah, it doesn't feel so good because food poisoning, right? Okay, it's super slow. He wants to bring the stone for some reasons. Maybe because he's vomiting. Welcome to our base. Welcome to... This is the entry point for the raiders. Where there is traps and vomit, blood. Yeah, that's the message I want to give them. That's right. Yeah, you don't come mess with the Crashers. Otherwise, you're gonna have to bear the consequences. That's all I'm saying. Alright. He's gonna eat some fine meals. You're perfectly right. Cool. Pemmican. Okay, so we want to make sure that people are not eating that pemmican. Except when we're gonna go in caravans. That's what I want, right? We want to make sure. Okay, he's grabbing that and he's researching. Okay. It's not like the research for electricity is not going very fast. But it's getting more. Intellectual score is increasing. Right? Progressively it's increasing. So you know, he's getting better. Oh yeah, okay, so those are this is the caravans. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, Stingray is really sick. Major food poisoning. He's vomiting his guts right now. Ay. Yeah. He's gonna need to eat something. Yeah, go on Rod, man. Like you would be way faster. You're really feeling sick right now. That's perfectly fine. So we gotta speed up time. Let's go. So good news. Apparently, Stingray is no longer affected by the food poisoning. So he's gonna have a good meal, and then he's gonna go to work. Perfect. And we're gonna work on those rooms, which is very important for making sure that we that our colonists are not unhappy, you know, which is very important to make sure that they are productive. Another thing as well, so she's about to cook a meal, so I'm gonna ask her to craft a tribal tunic for Hawk, because honestly his tribal apparel is getting you know, very worn out. And now he's researching. Okay. Perfect. Well, yeah, hopefully it's gonna get a better skill soon. So, it's very likely that Hawk is gonna have a yellow tunic instead of a blue one. It's gonna be similar than Stingray in that regard, but you know, doesn't really matter to me.